Hey everybody, this is Brian from pnbhomesteading.com, and now I'm on the lower deck here. Wanted to give you kind of an update for our garden boxes since I made the transplants from the indoor LED grow area and put into these boxes. So here we go. Alright, so this is the garden box that has the kale and a bunch of the chard. And these guys are coming along pretty well, even though we've had some warm weather. I'm glad to see that. These radishes are kind of, I guess it's a little too warm now for these guys to grow like they did this spring. But here's some kale. Paula and I had a really good kale salad last night, so you can see the little snipped off nubs there. There's one of my tomato plants. Here's some of the onions. These things really aren't taking off as I expected, even with brand new compost. So I guess that's something to learn with the new compost. So next year, after I do the cover crop and everything, I'm hoping that I get a lot better growth of the onions when I put them in here. Or maybe, you know, onions don't do well in a raised garden bed like this. That's you know, doesn't have a constant water system every day, so it kind of like dries out, and then I water it, and then it dries out. So if I had a timed system, maybe that's something I'll put in for next year. But here's some more kale. This one was really good in the salad last night. And we got over here, there's, you know, poopy carrots. They're not doing anything. I don't think I'll get a carrot out of those this year. There's some more radishes. And we trimmed off this year. This is the chard, the rainbow chard, I think they called that one. And we got some more kale here. Yeah, it's all pretty short now and thinned out because, you know, Paula took those cuttings. Here's the beets, and they're coming up, and they're doing pretty well. Yeah, a little tomatillo that used to be right here, he was starting to yellow off and die, so I just went ahead and chopped him out because this is staying a lot more wet because of all the lettuces and greens we have in here. And you know, tomatoes, they don't really like that kind of a wet root system. But look at this. Here's one of my little tomatoes. Got a little tomato on him. Good little guy. But, here's some carrots. There's some more carrots. There's some more bunching onions. You know, these boxes are doing okay for their first year. I'm pretty happy with the salads we've been getting out of it. And this rainbow chard and the other chard we have over here, you know, it's doing pretty well. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to die off because of the sun hitting it like this, but this kale and stuff seems to be doing really well, even with our 90-degree weather that we've been having. That's something to note for next year's setup in these boxes. I think I may just have chard in these boxes, you know, just variants of chard and you know, the beta salad mix and the kales, you know, because they seem to be doing real well. Alright, that's kind of the update for this week on this box, the two raised rolling garden boxes on our lower deck. Okay, well, this has been Brian from pnbhomesteading.com. I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, bye.